Hello everyone, let's check out our daily Thursday, which means 2 expansions. A full look at the kingdom here and the projects. So this is prosperity and renaissance. Note that we've got colony platinum. The only trashing I see is expand, so slow trashing, hard to build up towards, blah, blah, blah. We have a village and academy, workers village, sculptor can gain villagers, canal lowers costs, okay, clerk is an attack, right. What are we building towards here? What are we doing? Like, are we doing, even if we do get an expand, what are we expanding into? The estates can go into, village or tiara, or just straight up draw. If we do something, if we get academy before we start picking up, before we, expand the estates into swashbucklers, that would be great. Coppers almost certainly would be expanded into border guards, unless we're at a point where we can draw very well already, then we could maybe take silvers. Sculptor gains to hand. What happens if I tiara a quarry? So actions will cost 4 less, and it gives me 2 money. So if I manage to tiara a quarry, I need $1 more to afford expand. Well, if I pick up canal, I can also expand coppers into one of these 4 costs. Let me make sure I did that right. Tiara a quarry. Actions cost 4 less. It'll cost 3. Plus I make 2, so I need 1 more, yeah. So that's good to keep in mind. I know it's like not maybe not a major thing to think about, but scholar becomes a bit better in the face of clerk. If you start with a smaller hand than usual, you can scholar to draw up. Scholar might also be all right if we're expanding a lot of things, but I wouldn't really build towards that. So in terms of the opening, I'm thinking silver clerk. So the alternative might be tiara silver. Something that I think I've undervalued in the past is the top decking ability of tiara and other similar cards. Set up a good next turn. But it's going to be extremely unlikely. Is it even possible to hit 7 Okay, so it's possible to hit 7 on an open of like clerk silver, in which case I would definitely take expand. But that's not going to happen. So the next price point that's important is 5, in which case just about all these things have more or less the same. Like if I pick up quarry, like quarry silver or even quarry border guard, that's fine at hitting 5. For what would my first 5 be? I mean, maybe even academy. I don't know for sure. So what I'm thinking is I may as well take the clerk to get the attack in. But then am I definitely taking silver, or should it be border guard instead of, like, what about clerk border guard? No, I think silver clerk is what I'll do. And on 5, like, I think it'll sort of depend on what's in my hand. Well, no, it won't depend on what's in my hand. Sculptor might be my first 5, because then, you know, when I see Sculptor, I can opportunistically take something like Quarry or Tiara. But we'll see. You know, they take Clerk and Border Guard. Okay, so we'll see. So am I doing Quarry or Tiara here? Quarry makes it extremely likely that I'll hit any of those. Yeah, Quarry makes it very likely I'll hit a price point. Tiara, a little bit less likely, but then I can set up that turn, the next turn. And note that as long as the silver doesn't bottom deck, I think I'm guaranteed to hit 5. What's down there? 5 coppers, silver estate. Yeah. Ooh, I'm not necessarily guaranteed to hit 5, because I could be clerked as well. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go with Quarry. Yeah, I think I agree. I think I'm gonna take the Sculptor, and I will probably use it to pick up a Tiara if it really boosts the turn somehow. That means it'll also allow me to, like, it'll pick up a villager, which will be good when I start to add like a swashbuckler. 4. And they throw in a border guard. Yeah, I feel like a border guard would be nice, but so here I'm thinking either Tiara or border guard. I think the Tiara should just be gained off the Sculptor. So let's just do that. So down there I have the Sculptor and the Quarry. And the Clerk. I think, right? What was in my last hand? 3 copper, silver. Wait. Oh, I'm looking 2 hands ago somehow. So I had silver, 2 copper, and there must have been an estate. 2 estates. Yeah, silver, 2 copper. Am I always able to look this far back in time in the log? Whatever. Okay, I had silver 2, copper 2 estates. So that's silver 2, copper 2 estates. Border guard. So down here, I've got clerk, quarry, sculptor. I should be able to afford an expand. Clerk, quarry, sculptor. I mean, I may as well. I don't want to top deck a copper if I don't need it. There's 2 coppers there. Okay, yeah. So it's clerk, quarry, sculptor, copper. If I play clerk, take a tiara and quarry it, that's already enough money. So I'm going to put, it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, I'm going to shuffle. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm considering now a workers' village, even though I only have one semi-ish terminal. If I play workers' village, I guess it could have mattered what I top decked here because I could get clerked again. Maybe, I don't know. I think workers' village, I don't want to throw in too many more stop cards, like these things here, because I know I'm gaining a tiara next turn. I don't like border guard. It's great, but it's not like the workers village. Even though I plan on getting academy eventually, the workers village will still just support a little bit. Okay, quarry and swashbuckler. So we'll do that. We'll take the tiara. Ooh, and I even have another buy. Thank you very much. Expand top deck. Ooh. Swashbuckler? Top deck? I forgot about the extra buy. Do I top deck a swashbuckler here? I have one villager. It's risking some collision that cannot be resolved, but it'll help me get back to the expand faster. Hope maybe I'll have enough money to pick up an academy, in which case I won't really need to worry about these problems much in the future. Top deck a card. So it doesn't matter. I feel like we're getting beat. So I'm definitely taking academy on this on my buy. So maybe this, oh, you know, wait, is Sculptor less than this? No, it's up to 4. So if I gain Canal later, Sculptor can then pick up Swashbucklers, and with Academy, we can just play him right away. Ooh, bad turn. Bad turn for the AI. Well, this is nice because we'll pick up the horn or whatever. Which one is the good one? Horn. Okay. I would love to pick up Canal. I've lost track of my deck. I don't know how much money I've got down there. Um, if I tiara a quarry again, oh, a worker's village gives another buy as well. Sculptor just gives a flat out gain though. Like I can just gain a worker's village with Sculptor and play on. Tiara Quarry, play double copper. Tiara's Quarry is effectively a gold. Let's not think about it that way, actually. Well, can I hit 7 this turn? I'm so tired, it's hard to think about this stuff. Even the most basic math right now is defeating me. Okay. If I sculptor a silver, if I sculpt a silver, sculpt a silver, tiara silver, but it feels like I should be, I want to see, I want to get Canal again before I see all my sculptors. So if I take a tiara with the sculptor, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that doesn't do it at all. Like if I take sculptor on and sculpt a worker's village, then I'll have a buy from that. Like maybe I'm thinking about passing up on Canal right now and just like take a worker's village. That gives me a villager, but then I'm going to play it. Tiara Quarry. So everything costs 4 less. I could buy a bunch of swashbucklers and top deck them. I think that's what I should do. I'll take the horn, worker's village, play it. And maybe top deck like 2 swashes and a worker's village. Another expand on top? Expand will be so much better once I have Canal. I have a lot of workers' villages. I don't know if I really need... Like maybe I can just blow all of my villagers this turn. Buy Canal and some cards. This would allow me to draw up huge amount, right? So they take their expand finally. Where's my expand? I think it's in my discard pile. Oh, come on. Oh man, I can't even sculpt for swash yet. Exactly why I wanted. Okay, I think I should sculpt for a border guard to see that expand. I mean, it's not guaranteed as long as it's not bottom decked. It hurts to do that. I think another swashbuckler. We're almost drawing deck. That should make it a done deal in terms of drawing deck. Now the question is, do I TR the quarry or the silver? So what am I buying here? I want canal. Then sculptors can autopile. Interesting. Because of Academy, Sculptor just autopiles. Very interesting. So this might be a win on my next turn if I can find... Yeah, I'm going to canal for the pile out potential. I'm going to top deck. It'd be nice to top deck a swashbuckler. And like, what else? Okay, so canal. How much money could I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be 13. Minus 7 is 6. But everything costs 2 less. They don't have canal, so they can't autopile sculptor. A minor fear of mine is going to be running out of villagers next turn. Before I find sculptors, for example. So maybe like I take canal, top deck swashbuckler workers village. Well, if I TR quarry and play silver, how much money is that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. But these are free. That seems to be the way to go. So canal. 1. Like, what are the piles going to be? Swashbuckler? Sculptor? If I can... all I need to do is find 1. And I have 2. It is up to 4, right? It's not less than this. Good. Okay, so... Top deck swash workers village. And maybe I top deck 3 border guards. Although the extra buys on Workers Village might help with the pile out. Did I play my expand this turn? I did. Yeah, so next turn, I mean, I had a decent amount of money this turn. One of the sculptors could be used on silvers or more or more tiaras is probably the likely thing to take. So I had a decent amount of coin, means I could buy green next turn. And autopile sculptors and whatever else. Top deck. Oh, I should not be worried about villagers here. Because I'm gaining so many action cards right now. Anything to be said about taking an expand? I think it should be border guards to make sure I can see through as much of my deck as possible. And I don't want to open up myself to a pile out. They don't have a tiara. They do have a quarry. They have one sculptor. They cannot autopile sculptor. So if I take 3 border guards, if I take 1 more border guard, their potential pile out is probably border guard workers village. I don't see that happening for them. So let's do it. Oh, and I even top deck another one. Please don't let me eat my words. Please don't kill me here. And don't take a green card. Ah, little bastard. Okay. Ooh, I could gain a coffer. Well, that's not going to disappear anytime soon, is it? It might if I really draw through a lot. Ooh. Well, I need 1 sculptor to pile out. So I think I should take the swashbuckler to maximize money. Yeah, so this is why normally I wouldn't want to play draw earlier, but I want to bank up coffers to be able to afford green cards. Alrighty, what are we doing here now? Sure, I'll take that. Okay. How do I discard stuff? I can do that with expand. I'm sure I have a win. Let's expand. Plenty of actions. Expand you into a silver. Taking another coffers. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything more. Okay, so let's just play out. Oh man, I'm a little bit low on actions. I almost screwed this up. I also did not math out whether I have enough green cards. Or whether I have enough money to buy green, but, oh, alright, we can sculpt for duchies even. Oh, yeah, well, I can't play that. Okay, so let's tiara you, play, colony, yeah. Let's give ourselves an excellent next turn. Cool, alright. Oh, that was fast. Well, by my standards at least. I'm sure others are going to blow me out of the water. Yeah, so like there was a point in the middle of the game where I thought I was losing. The AI just seemed to have some pretty good turns strung together. Not picking up Tiara was a huge mistake. Like, I think the biggest thing here that helped was getting Academy, having Tiara Quarry, and top decking a whole bunch of swashbucklers. You don't need to worry about you're going to draw up a massive deck and still have, or a massive hand and still have actions to play. So that was nice to see. I'm happy that I spotted the autopile on Sculptor with Academy plus Canal plus Sculptor allows him to autopile. So yeah, that obviously won me the game here. What did the AI not taking Tiara was a big deal. When I first saw the board, I had suspicion that maybe Bank was going to be important, and perhaps other people will play this in a way that it is. What did you do? Yeah, so Scholar, like I said, there's probably ways you can force it into your deck to build something reasonable, but it would not be very good. If there was not, maybe if there was not another good option for draw, Swashbuckler in this case, you could rely on that. You know, you have villagers to sort of just, you play Scholar at the beginning of your turn and be safe with it. But it also helps doing like expanding cards down to like a 1 card hand of Scholar and then play it. But there was a time when I also thought maybe I was taking too many workers villages, because the Academy, Academy is probably all the village you need. And I really did almost screw up at the end there. I was not paying attention to my actions or villagers remaining. I didn't count it out at the start of the turn, or at least when it became obvious I had a win in hand, I didn't count out my actions. So I definitely could have, you know, lost the gold star on this one if I wasn't lucky with that. I just sort of assumed I had enough. Yeah, what did we both open? I opened Clerk Silver. They opened Clerk Border Guard. Not sure which is better. But given that you're almost certainly not hitting expand on your first shuffle through, certainly I actually think taking Quarry in the open is a mistake, because Quarry would be essentially just as good as a silver. I mean, maybe there's a very, very small chance it helps you hit like double 5 or something like that, because it's for action cards, it's effectively a gold. I don't know. I think the cases where Quarry makes a difference over a terminal silver are so small, like they're so rare, that you may as well take the Clerk, have almost as good an outcome for yourself, but get the attack in. We also landed the attack before the AI, which is always nice. First player advantage, wicked. Yeah, that was a fun kingdom. As usual, I'm super slow. Sorry for making everyone sit through this. I also don't know why my camera's so dark today. I like to be mysterious sometimes. Thanks for watching.